One of the criticisms that people make when they're jealous of someone's success is, you only care about numbers. I think that's absolutely true. They only care about numbers. Why? That's our question today. Hi, I'm Paul Allen Clifford with TrinityDigitalMedia.com, and I want you to consider why someone would only worry about the numbers. Now, it could be that they're shallow and all they really care about is money, but I don't think that's the case. I think that, sure, there are big nameless corporations that only care about the numbers. But I think that there are also much smaller groups, groups like churches and other organizations that actually seem to be very successful, and the criticism is that they only care about the numbers. When in fact, what's going on is they care about the numbers because numbers are shorthand. Numbers are shorthand for people, and they only care about the people. Let's stop and think about some of the ways that you may have heard that you can be more successful in what you're doing. Treat everyone individually. Stop and find out things about people. Engage with them. Those are all things that you do about the individual. But that doesn't mean that you don't care about numbers. If you have one customer that buys, let's say it's a $3 book from you. Say you have it on Amazon, it's a Kindle book. Mine are 4, but let's say it's 3. You have one person. You can be very, very nice to that one person all day, but if your only product is that one book, that's really not going to help you all that much. I mean, maybe with word of mouth, they'll help you sell 2 or 3 or 10 or 20. But 20 $3 books is still $60, which really isn't a lot of money. No, you also have to care about the numbers. You have to care about a certain volume of people that interact with your work. Now, the reason you use numbers is because it's shorthand. You don't know everyone's name. I don't know everyone who bought books from me last week, last month, last year. But I do know numbers of those people who did. But I care about each of those individuals, and I think about them as I'm creating the things that I create, because I want really to touch them in some way. I want to interact with them. I want to make something of value for each of those people. So while you can only care about the numbers and not care about people, or you can care about people and not care about the numbers, I think ideally you should do both. You should care about both the numbers and the people, because you want a certain critical mass. One of the pieces of information out there for people that are artists that make things is, what you should do is find 1,000 true fans. Now, 1,000 is a number. Just in case you missed that day in elementary school, I'll just let you know 1,000 is a number. But true fans are a certain kind of people. People that really support what you do, that will find a way to buy that latest product, whether they need it or not, because they like you. They'll also find a way to support you no matter what, because they like what you're doing and they want to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. They don't want to be the person that says, oh, I'm sorry he went out of business. They want to be the person that says, I made sure he didn't go out of business. That's a true fan. So if you have 1,000 of those, you can pretty much make a living. Now, perhaps you can't make a living if your product is a $2 book that you release once a year, but because that's $2,000, just do the math there. But as you build the things that you do, let's say you have consulting, let's say that you have a class that you teach, let's say you have 2 other books. When you build all those things on top of another, you'll find that these fans, these 1,000 true fans, will engage with you and they will buy from you. So if you have the one book and you have 1,000 true fans, you have $2,000 worth of revenue. But if you have 10 books and 1,000 true fans, then you have 20,000. See how that works? If you've got a course that's $97 and 1,000 true fans, you've got $97,000. Oh, wait, it's starting to make sense. It's starting to be something that makes perfect sense when you think about it. That you need a certain critical mass, a certain number of people, and you need to engage with each one that you can as individuals, treating them like they really, really matter, because they do really, really matter. You're not looking for a magic money machine. You're looking for a group of people that really, really want to engage with your business. So when someone unsubscribes from your mailing list, no big deal. They weren't in that group. When someone gets mad at you and says, "You've sold out, you're charging $3 for your book," well, that's fine. They're not who you were trying to reach anyway. They don't think what you're doing is worth an extra dollar, less than a cup of coffee. I was thinking about this in light of my recent course, Creating Church, that is up for registration right now at Creating Church, creatingchurch.com, or trinitydigitalmedia.com/creatingchurch. And I was thinking about this and thinking, what I'm really offering is, imagine that there's a Starbucks near your house, and I offer to come to that Starbucks once a week, talk to you for an hour, hour and a half, but all I ask is you buy me a $4 latte. Would you do it? One of my true fans would say, yeah, I'll do that in an instant. And that's because it's a 28-week course. So it's actually not a $4 latte, it's more like a $3 latte. $3 and some odd cents. Still, you've got to think of a critical mass and the individuals. Think of them as people that you reach out to. If you want to give a sample individual a name, do it. If you've got to give your group of individuals a name, do it. That's why I call you eternity changers, because you're part of that group of people that are willing to do whatever it takes to go out and change eternity.